Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Batman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. This is an interesting thing. I want to start this by apologizing. Not that Nintendo watched or cared, even though they're monetizing some of my videos, and I basically work for them in that sense, and I'm going to pretend that's very official. I kind of bitched about Nintendo before shutting down their online servers with the Wii and the DS as a tactic to try and sell the Wii U and the 3DS if you want to keep playing stuff online. And apparently, what I didn't understand is that they were running it through GameSpy. And because I didn't know that, I didn't know it because there was the whole Nintendo Wi-Fi thing. I figured it was all connected to the Nintendo network. It's not. That's what the new systems are on, and Nintendo, I believe, runs that. And so, they're in control of it rather than using someone else's thing. Which is probably why you're going to have to pay for it now, which is unfortunate. Anyways, I'm getting off track. I'm getting ahead of myself. The point is, I want to apologize for that, because I didn't realize they ran through GameSpy. I'm sorry, Nintendo. I didn't mean to falsely accuse you of that. I thought it was an actual apt accusation, to be fair. And because you didn't do that, good on you, I guess. And that's why you can't play those online anymore, really. But that did get me thinking about, supporting stuff in the future. Well, here's the... Oh, and as for that, also, I think some of those games still do have online, maybe. I think a few might, if you find servers that... If they weren't running through GameSpy for certain games or something, if they had their own servers, you can still play those. So it didn't affect everything. I think everything now... Maybe there's some that still don't now, but the Wii U, 3DS, and probably the Switch. I don't know if it's online. I think it's online already, I guess. Maybe. But anyways, they're running through the Nintendo network, and that's their servers. And I think that you'll have to pay to use those now for the Switch. And it was cool they still had it free for the Wii U and the 3DS, because I'm sure that wasn't necessarily an easy thing to support for them either. And I feel like this is kind of a financial thing too, where it's they can't really afford to not charge for it now. So they're charging for that, and I don't know if they're going to continue to have the free 3DS and Wii U online, or if they're going to ditch that, or what. It's interesting, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sad to see that they have to charge for that, and if they don't have to, that they're deciding to, but either way, kind of sucks. I don't know, anyways, I was saying the Wii and the PS3 kind of had that edge of free online. The Wii U had the big edge competing with, you had to pay for PS4 online now, along with the Xbox One had paid online. It was Wii U Online's still free, so that was a big push there, especially. And to see them now switching over to the paid one, which makes sense, and it's not necessarily the competition's doing it, so it's not like a negative necessarily in comparison, but it's no longer a positive. They no longer have that advantage, so that's too bad. And I just hope they continue to support it and don't shut down online support for the Wii U and 3DS, at least for a while. And if we're lucky, they'll continue it because, that's all running through the Nintendo network. And so it shouldn't be that hard to leave it up, but I don't know. So hopefully they don't cut stuff for new things, or cut it all together for the older systems is all I'm thinking. And I do wonder, if they're going to cut it off, basically all I'm asking for is a little bit of a notice. I would like to be told, maybe a year in advance would be great, but at least a month in advance of like, we're going to shut down the online, so you can get it out of your system, play that stuff, and like do all the stuff you want to do online before they can it. And unfortunately, that will be a big loss if they do that to things like Super Mario Maker and Splatoon. Even Pokemon, I think, is going to take a pretty big hit, and Smash Bros. Will take big hits. Mario Kart. But largely Splatoon, I think, and Super Mario Maker are going to be the biggest victims of that if that happens. So, I don't know. Again, sorry for the falsely accusing of shutting it down for a business tactic, and I hope you don't shut it down for the other stuff. I hope you don't have to do that. I hope the online works well. Hopefully people who are paying for the new online are satisfied, and hopefully, if at the very least, I would like to have some notice if the online is going to be shut down, rather than it happening under the radar. That's it, kind of a calm episode, I guess. But you get those sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel like yelling. I'm very sorry, Nintendo. Just don't. You can monetize this one, I guess, if you want, but you know, your algorithm's not gonna pick this up. So, fuck, I'm talking to nobody right now, aren't I? Fuck. What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam?